It started with the cough. A soft, persistent rattle in my chest that no tea or rest could shake. Then the weight loss. The night sweats. The sinking looks in the eyes of my doctor, then my husband, when the tests came back. Stage 4. We had no children, just a quiet house in northern Maine, woods surrounding us like a green ocean. I always thought the forest was comforting. Peaceful. Until the night Michael woke me at 3 a.m. with a gentle whisper. "Come with me, Ellen," he said. His hand was warm on my shoulder. "I want to show you something. Something that'll help." I was so tired, so fragile by then, I just nodded. He wrapped me in a blanket and led me out into the black, star-streaked night. The air was sharp with pine and frost. My lungs burned. He said nothing as we walked. Branches scratched at my arms, my legs. A fox darted across the path ahead, startled by our presence. After what felt like an hour, we reached a small clearing. Moonlight spilled over moss and stone. "This is it," he said, letting go of my hand. "Rest here. It's better out here, nature, you know. You'll be at peace." He wouldn't meet my eyes. And then, he left. I remember standing there, shivering, too stunned to cry. Watching his flashlight beam shrink smaller and smaller until it vanished entirely. That's when it hit me, he wasn't coming back. I thought about all the subtle things I'd ignored, the way he'd stopped sleeping in our bed, the way he'd talked about the house being too big, now, the life insurance policy we'd just updated. I sank to my knees in the cold, my breath coming in shallow gasps. That's where she found me. A stranger. An older woman with a knit cap and hiking boots. Carrying a lantern. "Oh honey," she gasped, kneeling beside me. "What on earth are you doing out here at this hour?" I told her everything, my words cracking like thin ice. She helped me up. Her name was Marion. She lived alone in a cabin deeper in the woods, where she'd come to escape her own grief after losing her daughter years ago. She took me back with her, made me tea, wrapped me in quilts. She stayed up all night at my bedside, holding my hand when the pain got too bad. And for the next week, she became my family. Every morning, she made oatmeal and told me stories about her daughter's laugh. Every evening, she'd help me sit on her porch to watch the deer come out of the trees. One night I asked her, "Why are you doing this? You don't even know me." She just smiled and said, "Somewhere, someone failed you. That doesn't mean the rest of us will." When the coughing got worse, she called for an ambulance against my protests. At the hospital, I was given proper care and pain management. The doctors told me I might only have months, but I felt lighter somehow. Not because the disease was gone, but because I knew now that kindness still existed. Marion came every day to visit. When Michael showed up, red-eyed and pretending to care, I told him quietly to leave. I didn't need his inheritance. I already had more than he could ever give me. In the end, I passed in Marion's cabin, weeks later, with her holding my hand. The woods outside weren't frightening anymore. Before I closed my eyes for the last time, I whispered to her, "Thank you, for showing me the world still has good people." She kissed my forehead. "You were one of them too, Ellen. Even when life feels cruel, humanity can surprise you in the darkest places. Kindness is stronger than betrayal, and even one act of compassion can change someone's final days, and their soul, forever."